Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Ray Vision, the vision of Ray, I being Ray. Today is November 30th. It is a Saturday and the high is going to be about 58. For Florida, that's pretty chilly. This morning it was very chilly, but there's not too much going on today. Today's a Saturday, and Saturdays are usually a little bit slower, so not a whole lot going on. It's also a holiday weekend, with yesterday being Black Friday, today being Small Business Saturday. There's just a lot of little things going on. Today we want to go check out a market that's going on down off of Bower Road. There's a market on Bower Road that we want to go check out. We have some family members over there trying to sell some crafts that they made, and then after that we'll probably just go grab some lunch down on Orange Beach. We'll drive through Perdido Key, head on over to Orange Beach, and probably grab some like brunch or breakfast. And then after that, who knows what the day will bring us, who knows what we will get into. But we're gonna get into it. Even if there's not a lot going on, I still want to upload. I kind of want to show you guys what I do on a daily in Pensacola. I will start doing a little bit more business when the week comes around. It's a holiday weekend, so not a lot's going on. A lot of realtors are out of town, so no one's doing any business calls, business meetings, business emails. There's definitely no real estate tours going on. So there's not a lot of business to be done for me at the moment. I know I do have a couple listings I'm waiting to hear back from. A new builder says that he wants to do some photos, but he's just waiting for his projects to be done. And so I'm waiting on him. But with that, let's go check out the market down off of Bower Road. So we're down here on Bower Road. So in Pensacola, these little markets are very popular. Get a picture of the sign. This one's on the fourth Saturday of the month. They just started this market. It's a bit hairy, to be honest, because you're on a very, very fast road here. This road is roughly 55 miles an hour. So to park on the side and come in is a little bit scary, but they have this nice yard and setup here for all these markets. Very similar to Palafox Market, just done on the property of someone's home. They've got a catering truck, little shopette set up. They have art and dog biscuits. We have some family members that are trying to sell some of their crafts here, so they thought they'd give it a try here. These are very popular, these 3D printed dragons. Very cool. Very intricately printed. I've seen these quite a few times down here.
Pretty busy out there though? Yeah, it's normally pretty. It's a good market. Yeah. It's only been going for almost a year. But now what we're going to do is put this on right there, and then I'm going to have you squeeze this down. You're probably going to have to do it a bunch of times. Squeeze hard. There we go. Come on back. Let it go all the way back up. We got to keep doing that until we hear a popping noise. Just like that. I'll do one more. And guess what? You got one, and you can still adjust it to where you want the wings up higher or lower still. There you go. You got an angel for your Christmas tree.
Where's that gonna go?
On the tree.
On the tree. Do you have your tree up yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what about the ornaments?
These are
our
cards.
bookmarks.
Nice. Very nice.
That's
So if you find anything on here that you're interested in, give him a call. Thank you.
Thank you.
And they got little goats over here. Cute. No Christmas goats. Bless you. These goats here are located on Solace Farm, and it looks like they've got some goat soaps and goat milk lotion.
You can wear the glasses. You want Daddy to pick you up? Yep.
Even the bees like it. So yeah, there's quite a few little pop-ups here. So if you're ever in the area off of Bower, it's a cute little market here every 4th Saturday. They've had up to 30 vendors in here, so if you're in the area, give it a shot. Heading on down to Orange Beach and possibly grabbing some lunch. Maybe even go over to Foley. That RV was our home for about a month. RV park. We moved down here. Decided to stop on Orange Beach and grab a little bit of breakfast here at the Ruby Slipper. There's not a ton of breakfast restaurants on the Orange Beach area, in the Orange Beach area, but this one is a very popular one to go to. I got the 1 tomato, 2 tomato, the vegetarian plate. Here's the cross section. My brother over here, don't put your food on the lens. My brother got a biscuits and gravy and cinnamon, just cinnamon? Cinnamon swirl pancakes.
With frosting.
With frosting, of course, and butter. You got your chunk of butter. We did our brunch lunch ordeal on Orange Beach down at Ruby Slippers, and we've been home for a little while, and we just got bored enough that we're like, let's go for a bike ride. So we're gonna go down to our, I think it's a state park, right? Mm-hmm. Our state park, and go for a quick little bike ride. I'm curious to know how the speaker does on this and the stabilization while I'm on a bike ride. I do have it kind of attached to my bike at the moment with a Gorilla Pod, so it's gonna be probably pretty bumpy. But as I stated before, we finished our brunch down on Orange Beach at the Ruby Slipper. It wasn't busy at all. So if you ever are thinking of coming to Perdido Key, definitely, I would say the wintertime if you don't want it to be busy, but I know a lot of activities aren't going right now, like a lot of the tourist activities of parasailing, dolphin tours, a lot of those things aren't going on right now. They don't start back up until March. We then came home and decided we just sat around too much and wanted to go for a bike ride. So we're gonna go to the closest state park, or the Big Lagoon State Park. So here we are at the Big Lagoon State Park. It is a camping park, so you can camp here. There's a boat ramp here and some trails. We're just gonna probably just gonna ride the pavement. I have seen a lot of armadillo in here, some snake, and some alligator. Or was that a crocodile? Was it an alligator? I believe there is a trail in this park that's about a 5K, because they do have the herring. Is it the herring 5K?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
See the amount of wildlife we've seen here. We've seen turtles, alligator, armadillo. I haven't seen a possum yet. Last time I saw a possum was downtown.
Armadillo.
Someone's yard. I think I said armadillo, yeah. Snake. Slithery snake. I wanted to see if the gator was probably out. It's actually not too bad. You could probably have capris. I think I said today's high was supposed to be 58 degrees. I think it's supposed to be 58. Yesterday was much colder. And for those that are making fun of me because I said it's cold, it is cold because the humidity. I say Denver might be 32, but it's dry 32. Here it's a wet 50, and it's pretty chilly. And you really can tell the difference. I mean, with humidity to dryness. We did have a dry spell this summer for actually quite a while. I don't think we really had any rain this year. Not like any good rain. And you could definitely tell a difference. It's like my first time my hands were getting all dry in a long time. This is the Big Lagoon boat launch. When we first moved here, it's roughly 3 years ago. We moved here from Denver. This had just opened up, I believe. This had just reopened from Hurricane Sally. And then where we'll go next, that was closed for another year after we moved here because there's so much damage to their docks. Supposedly there are manatees here. I have yet to see one. So here's the different fish. So you got, your gray snapper, your sheephead, red drum, many others. There's beach wheelchairs available at checkout. They've got that going on. They've got your footprints here that you can detect. And then earlier today, this is the bridge that we drove over.
Joe Bird.
There's a Joe Bird. We call them Joe Birds because my dog Zoe loves to chase them. This is right there. Those gray herrings. They love to beg from people who are fishing, and there are people here fishing on the boat docks. That way goes over to Perdido Key. Yeah, we'll go over this way and go check out the rest of the park. Me just trying to get the gears a-rolling. They have a nice little picnic area over here. You want to picnic. And then we're going to go off to the right. Make sure I have my directions correct this time. I'm going to go off to the right. And there's a beach area, an amphitheater, and a watchtower. This is also on this side. There's also trails And on one of these trails is part of it kind of walks over part of the lagoon. And there's some alligators. Or crocodiles, I'm not sure which one. I didn't specify it last time I saw it. They do prescribed burns through here during the summer, which as a native Coloradan is very strange. We're so used to even a small brush fire getting out of hand and kind of doing a California effect and burning the place down. So when you see smoke that close to home, even though it's not as popular, it doesn't happen as much here. The wildfires don't really get out of hand down here as much. They can, but not as much as they have in Denver. In Denver, all you need is a windy day and you're gonna have a wildfire. So here, when you see smoke, it kind of gets a little unnerving and you're like wondering if you should be worried. Not usually. This is a beach area, so you can come down here. They call it a beach. This is not the Gulf. This is a lagoon, which is between two pieces of islands. The water does attach to the Gulf, but it is stuck between two pieces of land, so they call it a lagoon. Over here is just a picnic area. I said we could go over there and look at it, but it looks like it's roped off. So, reserved. You have to reserve this area. There's a nice little picnic place. Well, you can see just in front of us, they've done a recent prescribed burn. This is one of our boardwalks. This is what they call a Florida hike. Oh, wow, it really smells like a campfire in here. It is very strong. These boardwalks are kind of like your trail runs, but much flatter and no mountains. It's actually really nice and peaceful. Nice and quiet out here. I don't know why though. They set it on fire. Because as you can see over here, these pine trees are dead from the fire. Some of it's dead from the heat and the fire, and it climbed up the bark and everything. So I'm not quite sure why they did that. Now I'm coming this way because this crosses over, this splits off in many directions, and it's actually a very lovely walking path. But it crosses over part of the lagoon, and from time to time, there's an alligator. I just wanted to see if he was out today. I don't see anyone fishing though, so I don't think the luck is in our favor. They don't even want you swimming. See, these are alligators. I do not think they are crocodiles, but this is actually a very beautiful spot to take pictures. And right now the water is like glass. This may be my thumbnail because this is beautiful. We also have our pond turtles that come out. They always love coming out when there's fishermen. Whew. It's so very quiet. You can definitely hear the highway a little bit, but other than that, it's mostly just birds and nature. But I don't even see any turtles. It's just like glass, just an amazing reflection of the sky. Usually if you stand here long enough, a turtle will come out. But I think they're all pretty cold today. It's a pretty chilly day for them. And they probably are not interested in poking their little heads out and getting a snack because it's just a little too chilly. Yeah, I don't see anything. But that's our park. Off that way is a trail. It splits to the right or the left, and it turns into like a little dirt path, and it's very lovely. And then over here you've got your pavilion, another pavilion. So there's many places to have a picnic or walk your dog. Dogs are allowed in some areas, but they want you to keep them leashed. Let's head on over to the watchtower. I don't know if you can tell through the trees. You see the smoke? Something's still smoking. I think we still have a little bit of a hot spot going on here. Let's check it out. Yeah, it looks like these bushes are, you can hear it crackling. Yeah, there's still a little bit of a fire going on. A little bit of a hot spot, if you will. That's interesting. This is a very, very big city for fishing. So if you like to just relax and not do anything, if you like to just fish, this is the place. Sometimes I can say I need a little bit more stimulation, and it can get quite boring sometimes if you need to be entertained, such as I do. I've been yearning for an amusement park for a little bit. This is the amphitheater. Now I don't know if there's anyone here having a birthday party or not. We can go nose in real quick to see. Usually projects pretty well when there is someone in here. Here's the amphitheater. This would be really good for like an outdoor lab, which oddly enough, they don't have that here in Florida. I haven't heard of anyone in Florida talk about outdoor lab. And so if you don't know what outdoor lab is, it's something we do in Denver, or at least in Colorado, where around 6th grade you take a weekend trip with your school and you go camping. So you go camping up out in the mountains, and they kind of teach you archery and some survival things. But definitely haven't heard of that here in Florida. Outdoor lab's usually a lot of fun. There's someone out there fly fishing. At least I'm assuming they're fly fishing just because they got their waters on. Nope, they're just regular fishing. Just over there is where we're going next. That is the watchtower. That just recently opened, I think at the beginning of this year. And it's about 2 stories high. Hello! Yeah, it just opened up, and it's pretty cool to go up there and check out and go see the view. You can see all of Big Lagoon and Perdido Key. Well, not all of Perdido Key, but a good portion of Perdido Key. I can show you where Johnson's Beach is. But let's go head over to the tower. We're going back out of here on the road. Here we're going to go to the right, and that's where the tower is. I think the tower is the end of this park. So this is the East Beach Day Use Area. Woo! This is a Great Florida Birding Trail. A lot of wildlife here. I know there's a lot of protected bird nest areas here. You can launch your kayak here. And I took a picture here for my Instagram when I was really getting into photography. This is the Big Lagoon State Park. This is right in this area. We've seen jellyfish. I know the moon jellyfish and cone jellyfish are really popular through here. Cone jellyfish actually do not sting you. They don't have stingers. Now the moon jellyfish, they definitely have stingers. We've also had more towards the Pensacola beach, not necessarily in the Big Lagoon area, but in Pensacola we've had pink meanies, and they're the really big pink jellyfish. I believe I posted them a long time ago on my YouTube. I'll see if I can link that video down below if I find it. I don't see the tide is very low right now, so we can see a lot of shoreline and shallow spots. What you guys are looking at here on the horizon, that is Johnson's Beach. That's the beach we walked on Thanksgiving. That way all the buildings is Perdido Key. And I'm hoping sometime in the next week or so we will have a real estate tour, and I can take you along with me and we can go tour some of those places. Now Perdido Key real estate tours are usually more towards the end of the month, so I would think because of Christmas it'll be maybe mid-December for the Perdido Key real estate tours. But for the Pensacola State or the real estate tours, for the Pensacola real estate tours, they have those twice a month. And I do believe there's one coming up, I believe next week. You see the birdie? Right, where is my finger? Oh, right there. There's a bird. They're very big birds. I would say that bird is probably 4 feet tall, 3.5, 4 feet tall. Here's your tower. Yeah, it's about 2 stories tall. And they definitely want you to climb at your own risk. It's interesting because when you start to climb this thing and you get enough people up here, or on a nice windy day, the tower does tend to sway just a little bit on all the way up. Got to work off that silk pie and Thanksgiving meal. Here we are at the top of the tower. Ooh, nice big climb. There's Johnson's Beach, all along there. It's Johnson's Beach. Now, there's some cool facts about Johnson's Beach that I don't have with me at the time, but I'm thinking in a future video I will take you over there and kind of show you more of the history of it. They just repaved it 5 months ago. They just repaved it about 5 months ago, and they've added parking lots, several new parking lots to the strip. There's a road that goes clear down there all the way down here. It's just a road you can drive, and then it stops down there somewhere and you can walk a little. You can walk a half mile more, and then clear at the end, I believe, is Fort Rain or some fort like that. Editing Ray will tell you what fort it is here. That's the fort that's at the very end, and if you were to look at it on a map, it kind of cuts off and then connects to another island. So if future Ray can put up a map here and show you where the end of Johnson's Beach is, and then there's a canal, and then that jumps on over to Pensacola Beach, where actually there is a Fort Pickens. But yeah, that is Grand Lagoon area. Big Lagoon State Park on this side, as you can see. This is all of the Big Lagoon. So you can park your cars here, you can walk, you can hike. Go over here to this pavilion and walk out to another beach just over there. But it's a very nice, lovely state park. Perdido Key, just over there. I think with that, we will sign off for the day. It was a slower day. It's a Saturday here in Pensacola. Not a whole lot to do for the day on a holiday weekend. That is our day. That is our Saturday. So I hope you guys have had a great weekend, and let me know what you've done this weekend in the comments. Okay, so with that, I will see you guys next time. So long and farewell.